Hey there, Coastal Bend meteorologist Carly Smith here. Hi everyone that's watching. We are going to talk first about our drought levels. Look at this map. It's exciting. Obviously the watershed is where things are hurting the most, but look at this. I mean, all of South Texas out of drought right now with the latest release of the drought monitor. Once we get into the coastal bend, we are starting to see dry conditions into San Patricio County, Refugio County, B County, Live Oak County, Aransas County, also some moderate drought in Aransas, Refugio, and B County. But the watershed still half in drought, half out of drought. When it comes to those lake levels, still not looking good. Since the last few days, we've seen a 2% drop in the last week, which isn't good, but isn't horrible. 6% drop over the last month, still currently holding at 31.7%. So we would like to see some rain, right? When's that coming? Well, high pressure has kept us dry. We see our next cold front coming in with this low in the upper levels of the atmosphere well to our north, but that trough associated with the low is going to bring us a chance for an isolated shower. But that's not enough to get excited about. All of this rain, any rain, real accumulation, that's going to be in East Texas. The system that we're watching, not getting too excited about yet, but the system that we're watching is the potential for a cutoff low next week. So by Tuesday, we really see if that low cuts off or not. And then essentially what that is going to do is pull moisture out of the Gulf further into West Texas. And so that would provide some rain. Right now it doesn't look like a ton, but it would at least provide some rain to our watershed. If this low passed further to the south, I think we would get more rain. The latest model runs kind of having it hover over the plains a little bit north and then back south, and then a front moving in next weekend. So all of this is still a big question mark. We'll just start with here, right? We want that cutoff low to develop, and that would provide us the best opportunity for rainfall heading into next week. So let me do a little switcheroo real fast to see if the other model still has this cutoff low. So it does, still has it. It's a little different than the last model we were looking at where it sets up or hovers, but very similar actually. The precipitation looks similar. Wednesday into Friday, Saturday would be a rainy day with a front moving through over the following weekend. So we've got a front this weekend. We've got the potential for a front next weekend, but that's way too far out to focus on that. Let's talk about the details of this next front, which are still a little fuzzy, but they're becoming clearer. So Saturday before the front, 84 degrees. After the front, 63 degrees. So now this is trending stronger. We're talking a 20-degree temperature difference between the high on Saturday and Sunday. A big event taking place this weekend, of course, out on the island is the La Posada lighted boat parade. That is taking place both Friday and Saturday. There's two different routes. Friday is going to be windy as well as Saturday, but Saturday is the day of the front. And the timing of the front still needs to be ironed out a little bit, but one thing to note, a later arrival of the front, which is how things are trending as of right now, would be much better for the La Posada parade, or the light parade, because it would keep us with lighter winds longer into the evening on Saturday. And so the biggest issue is going to be the potential for 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and they're going to come in strong. Like as soon as that front passes, boom, it's going to be windy. And so temperatures will fall out on the island, not quite as fast as they will fall in Corpus Christi, but something to think about as well. So as we take a look at the wind speed and gust on Saturday, like I mentioned, ahead of the front, it's really not going to be too windy. But once we see that shift out of the northwest, boom, 37, 38 mile per hour gust, 20 mile per hour to 25 mile per hour sustained winds into the evening. But the timing trending later, so the gusts could pick up around 9 to 10 o'clock and then continue into the overnight hours and into early tomorrow. So here's the latest look at some of that model data. You're seeing light winds during the day on Saturday. Actually, let's go back to Friday because there's also a boat parade on Friday. So along the coast is where we see the greatest risk for 30-mile-per-hour gusts on Friday. So it could be rather breezy, rather a little gusty, a tiny bit hazardous on the water on Friday as well. So that's just something to keep an eye on, is those winds, and use your judgment there. But Saturday, the winds are really actually pretty light ahead of the front. And then once the front moves in, you see them pick up, boom, 9 o'clock, 30-mile-per-hour gust, nearing 40 miles per hour, Orange Grove, Beeville. And so then we're seeing 43, 41-mile-per-hour winds after midnight along the island and Flower Bluff. So then it does calm down into Sunday, especially by Sunday evening. We're talking really no gust in the forecast. So that's the biggest takeaway, is the timing is going to have a big impact on outdoor activities. I think Portland is having some of their Christmas festivities as well. I know last year there was a cold front for the run out in Portland. I attended it. It was a lot of fun. And so anyway, just a sidebar there. There was a front that moved through. During the run, we were nice and warm. It wasn't like super warm, but it was toasty. I was trying to wear a Santa hat, you know, I got a little sweaty. But then right as the concert was about to get started, boom, the front moved in and it was windy and it turned cold fast. So that's kind of how this front is going to be. Here's the futurecast information. So as the cold front moves in, we're seeing a chance for a little bit of rain. Rain really isn't the big picture with this front. It's going to be the wind and the drier air that moves in. That air is going to be really dry with the high pressure sliding over us. I just updated the Muggy meter. So here's our dryness. Look at that, another boom. 30-degree dew points. Chief Meteorologist Alan Holt on his Facebook page last night was posting, this is some of the driest air we've seen, I think, since March, maybe. So it's been a while. This is the driest air all season. Cold temperatures are going to be possible Sunday morning and especially Monday morning. We are talking lows in the 40s. Hey, Christian. And we're talking lows in the 40s, so 45, also high Arturo, and 40 Monday. So Monday is also a day I will be watching for how close some of those inland areas get to freezing. Let's see something. We have rolling wind. I don't think I have a rolling temperature forecast that really goes out as far as I want it to. Okay, so this is, actually, let's see how far out this goes now, because it will be a later model run. So it's only getting to Saturday morning. Okay. We want rolling temps. Feels like, I forgot about looking up the feels like temperature. That will be interesting. Here we go. This is what I wanted. Now this is model data, so it's not going to be exact, but I wanted to kind of show you. It's not dropping the temperature as fast as I would like, but it does drop from 71 to 61 to 55. So I think this is going to drop temperatures at least 15 degrees right off the bat. And so I would say 70 to 55 within 2 hours as the front moves through. And then, yeah, we're looking at low 40s early in the morning there. So that's just what I was trying to get a grasp on. Sinton is having Christmas activities Saturday, 4 to 7 p.m. I think you'll be fine. Let me see if this model has the wind going out to the front now. So for the morning data, it didn't quite, the high resolution information isn't quite reaching the cold front. But we have some newer model runs coming out, so I'm going to see how far out they go. But 4 to 7 p.m. I think we'll be okay, especially 4 o'clock. It's trending later. Again, yesterday it was trending earlier, so it could flip-flop again. Once all of the high-res information is out by this evening, we'll really have a good grasp on how things will be in Sinton 4 to 7 p.m. But right now it's looking like the cold front will be toward the end of it. Here's the 7-day Maria. So it's also, I'll post the link, it's also always on our website, KIIITV.com. Anyway, let me know if you guys have any other questions. I think I went through all the key points. The drought, the wind is the biggest issue with this front. The timing, I think Sinton you'll be okay, 4 to 7. Earlier will be better than later. When the front moves through, you will want to bundle up for sure, Kristen. But I think that will be between 7 and 9 for Sinton as of the information I have this morning. So again this evening, so watch the forecast tonight with Chief Meteorologist Alan Holt. He'll have all the high-res model data information in, and you can keep up with the updates. I'm trying to post the link to our web story that is always updated with some of the latest information. I'll get a better hour-by-hour temperature grasp with things with the front up there before 10 o'clock, and that will be a great tool to have as well. So I hope everyone has a terrific Thursday. Are you looking forward to the cooler weather or the next chance for rain? That starts Wednesday. So next Wednesday is a day to keep an eye on the forecast. And otherwise, I hope y'all have a terrific Tuesday or Thursday. Terrific Tuesday is what I say when I do Taco Tuesday. So it just flows out. Anyway, thank you again, and I am going to end this live stream.